We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 28-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And a Buccaneer.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Brady's back.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
They're going to the air on the opening drive. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Aldridge. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And Jones has it over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. from the gun. It's Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets, nothing.
On play action, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Number 30.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
His own 5-yard line.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
18-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Darnold completes it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Lead to N'Keal Harry. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Third and 2, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Darnold to his tight end, Herndon. First down, New York.
At the 28-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down now, Aldridge. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Kirk now, the return man. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Complete to OJ.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A gain of 8.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Wait, 20! Regular!
Brady now on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
O.J. Howard. Touchdown.
O.J. Howard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Caught left left side, Williams. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Not much there, only a yard.
At the 37-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Jones. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Operating from the gun, Brady, and that is incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
1-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they can put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Kill. Lady.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now it's Kenny, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Throw complete to Herndon. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold now to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jabari Zuniga. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Complete.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Brady. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay.
For the Buccaneers.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
45-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go, 45.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Darnold, he'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident, because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jets 3.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
At 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Number 38.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Darnold. Got his man. That's Harry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
1st and 10.
And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Darnold. Catch is made by Harry. Fights free at the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Damian Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
Point conversion.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Jets on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So forget the field goal, give them the first on that penalty.
How about that? That's one way to pick it up, but that's doing it the hard way, but they'll accept it.
So how big might the special teams mistake be there? Running into the kicker, and that penalty leads to 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
At his own 9-yard line.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Complete.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Jabari Zuniga with a stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On play action, it's Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now it's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Darnold. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick.
Today's final.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Tampa Bay, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the